Hello and welcome back. Today we are going to start practicing makeup. I am a guest at a wedding in 4 weeks time back in England. It is my best friend's wedding and I am going to have to start practicing what I'm going to do with my makeup. It's over 2 days. It is a cocktail attire the first night and then it's black tie for the second day and the wedding. So I need to get my shit together and pretty much decide what I'm going to do with regards to makeup. So obviously I don't want to take my most beloved makeup back to England because one, my suitcase could get lost, two, it could get damaged and end up all over my case, and three, obviously you've got to think about weight and stuff. So I am going to do 3 different looks. So this will be the first video and the first look. This one's gonna be slightly longer than what I intend for the remaining videos. I'm hoping that I'm gonna nail the base on the first go, and then we're gonna give it a crack in 3 different eye looks. So the dresses that I'm gonna be wearing haven't arrived yet. I actually only ordered them this morning because I am chaotic and apparently thrive under pressure. So one of them is green, like an emerald green. One of them is a navy, lighter navy, it's not that dark. And then there's 2 black ones. So I'm gonna be very smoky on the eyes, minimal on the lips, and I'm gonna go for a warm, kind of a neutral, and then maybe something a little bit more fun. So we're gonna start with the neutral today. But first of all, we're going to kick off with the base. Because it is in England and it's probably going to be freezing cold, I don't know what my skin's going to be like, but I think I'm going to go with a glowy base. Now I've already got skincare on, so I'm just going to put some of the Vive Skin Nova. I really used to love this, but because of climate, I can't really wear it a lot of the time because it just makes my makeup slide off my face. I'm just gonna put it on with a brush, just in case I've got any remaining hair products on my hands, because I've just done my hair. But I used to love the finish of this. I used to wear it without anything over the top as well. It smells so nice. So that is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try. I have been using a glowy base recently in the last couple of makeup looks that I did. I was using the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. Again, that's quite a bulky bottle. If it works, it works, and if I have to take it, I will. Maybe I'll just decant it into something smaller, because obviously it's glass and I don't want it to smash. But I'd much prefer to take something that's a little bit sheerer. Then for the base for foundation, I'm going to use the NARS Sheer Glow, and this is in medium 1.5 Valaris or something it's called, I don't know. So I just dump a little bit on the back of my hand, probably only about that much. I don't know if you can see that. And then I just put it on with my finger, but then go in with a sponge. I think that'll do for the time being. Also, how cool is this sponge from Glamlight? I like it a lot. So I was thinking that the Revlon, what's it called, Longwear foundation was my favourite, but I started using this again and I really like this as well. So I don't know. I'll just see how it wears, I suppose. I've got to go and take the dog for a walk. I'm dog sitting, so I have to go outside and it will still be like 20-25 degrees, maybe it's even warmer than that. So I will be able to see how it wears in kind of warmer temperatures, because I imagine that I'll be cutting a rug and throwing some shapes on that dance floor. I don't know. Maybe it's not. We'll see. That's looking pretty good. I've also noticed that I've managed to make the ease drops work, the Fenty Beauty ease drops, by putting the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter underneath that. So that was a nice surprise. Right, how's that looking? Are you close enough? Do you want to come a little bit closer? Shall we bring you closer? Move closer. How close do you want to be? I don't know. Okay, so I think that looks pretty good. I always don't like to go in too much with the foundation because I don't like how it just sits on the skin. I normally get it in this area where it does that. Kind of winds me up a little bit. I don't have this mirror on. Is that going to make a difference? That's too bright, isn't it? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, that's too bright. Okay, so I've got under eye corrector, or brightener I should say. This is the Rare Beauty one. This is too light for me, so I'm very scarce with that. And I don't really let it sit for too long. I move it pretty much straight away. Just in the outer and inner corners where I'm most dark. I've noticed this outer corner is very dark of late, and I think I'm getting some of my skincare in it and it's irritated the corner of my eye. What do you call it? I was going to say Rohypnol. Retinol, not Rohypnol. We don't use that here. Alright, concealer. This is the Makeup Forever HD concealer. This is in the shade 30. This is a little bit too liquidy for me. I would probably say I'm coming to the end of it, but it's not my preferred concealer. I am actually going to get a Radiant Creamy Concealer before I go back. So that's the concealer I will be using. But I'm just going to let this sit for a minute just to get a little bit more tacky. And then it just gives you a little bit more coverage. And then if I do need any more, I'm going to go in with the NARS, which is the Soft Matte. This is I love this product. I rave about it all the time. And I use the Katie Jane Hughes technique where you prime the brush and you buff it in. So I am actually going to see if that technique works for us as well. In terms of like the whole face with foundation and everything. But yeah, this is my ride or die. Okay, I think that's enough now. What I might do actually, rather than using a brush, is I might just use a sponge just to pat that in. And try not to take it too far up under the eye. Quite deep sockets. And sometimes I feel like I can see the concealer just sitting in there. So I just have to kind of naturally embrace whatever's going on in my under eyes. Just going a bit around the nose actually, I forgot to do that. Okay, I am actually really satisfied with how that is looking. So I'm going to, maybe it's just a bit there. Maybe it's a bit with the concealer. So I just put it into the brush and then push it into the back of my hand like that. Where you going, dog? And then just kind of tap it over the places I need a bit more coverage. It just works so well, that technique. It's amazing. Are you done dancing about? What's up? What's up with the bump up? What's the matter? Alright, so my brows are always standard. I'm not going to worry about them too much. I'll do them. You won't see it. I'm not going to turn the camera off because I don't want to lose whatever settings I've got. But I'm just going to jump in with either a Benefit brow pencil or a Glossy one. And then I'll put a little bit of brow gel through. Same thing, Glossy or Benefit. Okay, brows are done, and I'll let that base sit for just a minute while I've done those. And I'm happy with it, so I'm just going to go in with contour. So this is the Fenty Beauty in Amber. It's the matchstick. So it's just quite a cool contour. And I just put a little bit everywhere. And then I'm just going to take the sponge and I'm going to press that into the skin. I've been contouring recently. I forget to do this step. But I think because we're going full glam, you know, I feel like it's important. Okay, that's that done. So for bronzer, I'm going to stick to powder bronze because everything I've got on my face at the moment is creamy. So I'm going to use the NYX Buttermelt bronzer. This one is in Deserve Butter. And oh, this is the shade. I love this bronzer. It is the bestest. I don't have a bronzer brush. I'm going to use this. It's a dirty brush. I'm not using that. It's too concentrated. I need something fluffy. Okay, I've got a bronzing brush. Well, I've got a brush. Oh, one a bit too hard there. But it's okay, we can always dial it back. This dog keeps looking up at me. He's like, what are you talking about? Who are you talking to? Are you talking to me? Okay, I think I'm suitably bronzed now. So for blush, I'm gonna go in with She's Baked by Papatar. Look at the clip of that. I probably don't even need to show you that, but this is what it looks like. This is the colour. Absolutely glorious. Full disclaimer, I am about to purchase a new blush, and it's going to be the Clinique Black Honey. Because I also need to think of 2 different makeup looks while I'm away. Like, I need 2 different makeup looks, so I don't want to be exactly the same on both nights. But at the same time, I just want something that I know is going to work with everything. So I'm going to go in with the cream first. Oh no, with these ones you go in with powder first and then put the cream over the top. Gosh darn it. Never mind. I've done it now. Now I always have to put blush on the nose. This is my thing. If I do not do that, I feel like I look odd. I feel undone. So I always put it on the nose, and then whatever is left goes across the chin and the forehead. So that is the cream element of the blush. Might go back in with a little bit more later. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of powder over the top of that. There, I think that looks very lovely. It's a good job I'm recording this because I'll forget everything. Okay, so eyeshadow. I'm going to go straight in, no messing about on these videos to be quick. Put some primer on my lids. This is just the BH Perfect Prime. BH doesn't like Perfect Prime. I'm going to just buff that out with my finger. While I'm waiting for that to kind of calm down, what I am going to do is I'm going to put some powder on. So this is the Huda Beauty Banana Bread Easy Bake Powder. This colour works well for me. I put it on the puff, pat it on the back of my hand, and then go in underneath my eyes, around my nose, around my mouth and chin, and then I do a bit along here, and we'll do a bit on the head as well. Can't hurt. And it's at this point that I put setting spray on. All nighter. I really wish I had a mini version of this, so I wasn't taking my big version home. I did used to have a mini version, but no more. Highlight. I'm going to use the Vive Skin Dew, so I don't want something that's blinding. I want something that's quite natural. I'm just going to put a little bit on the back of my hand, tiny bit like that, and I'm going to use a highlighter brush. I think this has already got a highlighter in, but it might have been liquid, and I'm just going to put a tiny bit because I don't know what the eyes are going to look like, and I don't want to be blinding because I am going to be wearing this day to night. Nice. Great. Okay, so I'm going to go with neutrals. I'm going to use the Natasha Denona Glam Palette, Retro Glam Palette, I should say. This is what it looks like inside. I've recently done a look with this and I loved it, so we're going to do that again. So I'm just taking a fluffy brush. This is the Spectrum B06, and I'm going to go into the shade Maxi, which is this one here, and I'm going to just brush that through the crease. So these are just like taupey colours. I feel like they'll just go with any of the dresses. So basically I just need to nail down 2 signature eye looks. Do they have to be signature? Is that the right word? But no, you know what I mean. Just so I know exactly what I'm doing and I'm not stressing about what to do with my makeup. I want to leave that stress for me hair. Because that is the thing that I can't do properly. Oh, I didn't pick up any of that. I'm going to take a little flat paddle brush, actually not that little, and I'm going to run that underneath the bottom of my lash line as well. I want this to be as fuss free and as quick as possible, and I want as little things to go wrong with it as possible as well. Okay, I think that's cool. Alright, so I'm going to go in with a smaller, denser brush now. It's a Sculpt number 22 from Spectrum into the shade Jazzy, which is this one here. It's the darkest one. And I'm just going to try and darken the outer corner up. I know that this shade doesn't go as dark as what it is in the pan. But it did what I needed it to the last time I used it. I'm going to run whatever's left on the brush underneath as well. And I'm just going to take that first shade Maxi again on that same brush and just re-intensify. Smoke it out. I think these kinds of eye looks are just so pretty. So pretty. Okay, so we've got one here called Oscar. Oh, that's the name of my little dog. This one here. So I'm going to put that on with a flat brush as well. Maybe I'll just put that on my finger. And it's kind of like a champagne-y colour. Just going to put that on at the front of the eye. I'm going to take a very fluffy brush and I'm going to pick that up. And I'm going to just sweep it through the front as well. But I just don't want it to be as opaque. Oh, I think that's really lovely. Then we've got this Flutter, which is an extremely sparkly one at the bottom. And I think I'm just going to take that on my finger again and just put that across the lid. No glitter glue or anything because I don't want too much. And how am I feeling about that? I might just take it on my little finger as well and press it into the inner corner. Yeah, that's nice. And I am just going to take a tiny bit of Maxi on that smaller brush and bring it right to the front of the eye. What do we think about that? Oh, I think that's very pretty. I do need an eyeliner for my waterline. I'll be one moment. Okay, I don't have a taupe colour, but I do have this NYX Jumbo Eye pencil in glazed mocha, iced mocha. Slightly too warm. That was a mistake. Oh, okay. Now, what do I do in this instance? Right, so we're going to have to go with the Makeup Forever pencil in a Boundless Bisque. I have already put that iced mocha on. Oh, I'll just draw over the top. The thing is with this, it doesn't last. So it's brightened the eye. So we'll just need to remember that we don't have anything that could potentially work for an eye with this, with an eye pencil with this look. I'm going to use, today I'm going to use Tower 28 in Jet, which is the black one. I have actually ordered, or I'm about to order, it's for sales tonight, the Lancome Lash Idol, which gives us perfect fluttery eyelashes, which is exactly what I want. So that's what I'm going to order. Okay, so that's the eye look. I really like this. The only problem we've got is that inner waterline. Maybe his Boundless Bisque will be okay. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so for lips, because I'm going to be drinking and eating and I don't want something that I'm going to have to continuously reapply, I'm going to do something glossy because, you know, it's minimal effort but maximum impact. So I have got lip balm on, but we're going to use Limitless Brown by Makeup Forever as a liner to begin with. There we go. And then in the middle we're going to put this, which is like one of my favourite lip combos at the minute. It's ridiculous because it just goes with everything. This is the Spice Cold and it's the Fenty Beauty, is it the Gloss Bomb Sticks? and it's this colour, and it just seems to work with everything. Okay, maybe I've gone a little bit OTT with that liner there. So it's a lot darker than the last time I used this. Did I use Limitless Brown? Did I use Wherever Walnut? I don't remember. I'm going to zoom it out just a little bit. Okay. This is the first look. I don't even mind that darker lip actually. I think it gives a little bit of vamp to something that normally I wouldn't wear. So it kind of has an element of me through it, while also trying to remain black tie. Because I don't know if I mentioned it at the beginning, I've never been anything black tie. I don't wear dresses, I'm not formal. I've never been like a dress, I've never been anything formal like that, and I've never wore like a gown or anything. So this is gonna be interesting. But I think I'm feeling a little bit more comfortable now that I know what kind of look I'm gonna go for. Keep it very smoky on the eyes and then a very easy lip. So yes, what do we think of this look? I actually really like it. So as a first attempt, I think that's pretty good. We're going to come back and we're going to try it with a warmer look. I've got a Chanel quad that I'm going to use, and I'm going to team it with a Natasha Denona mini palette. For the final look, we're going to throw a whole bunch of things together just to give it a little bit more glitz and glamour. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching.